and welcome back to yet another cat reading workout with a full length passage where we are going to not only work out the passage but also apply all of the skills and techniques and see them in action over and over again to basically drill home the idea. So we already know the ideas that we'll be looking at, that I want to think of what is the main idea and maybe skip or skim the elaborations. I'm always looking for a map and the overall structure. I'm going to use conjunctions as keywords to make my life in terms of reading easier for both prediction and organization. And please stop and note down each word. When I say prediction, what do I mean? When I say organization, what do I mean? And all of this has been covered in previous fundamental videos and via various other media, right? So we know the game. I am straight away jumping into the passage, and I want to talk about a couple of other ideas that a lot of people get stuck in details, and they obviously start from the very first paragraph, and it's a very habitual thing. So just as an experiment, if your scores are not improving, take a break from your habit, try and disrupt your own process, and try and read backwards from the last paragraph, right? Run the preview process, but run the preview from the bottom of the passage and work backwards while thinking, making connections and deductions. So this will help you break your linear reading habit and push you more towards active reading, asking questions kind of an attitude, right? So for example, I'm going to repeat this idea in other videos also, and maybe do a separate session just observing the last paragraph. But just as an introduction, say I start with the last paragraph in this particular text, and I start reading. The hope of the iPhone and the internet in general was that it would free people in closed societies, but the failure of Arab Spring and continued suppression of ideas in North Korea and China and Iran has not borne that out. So maybe it's about iPhone and internet and the impact of iPhone and internet. Not only that, just revising our basic reading ideas, there is a but here. That means there is a contrast. So there was a hope for the iPhone and the internet, but that hope has not worked out. So there is a contrast working out here. But let me read a little more. The iPhone is still young. It has certainly been. Okay, so long sentence. I'm going to jump to the last sentence. But I'm not sure if the world changed for the better with the iPhone as it did with the printing press. Okay, so I'm getting two characters in the story. If I pay attention to each detail, right, that means I'm definitely reading with an agenda. So I'm looking at these two ideas. Okay, so now I have a thought in my head that maybe the story is about the iPhone and the printing press. So maybe, so now I'm going to go to the next paragraph in the reverse order. So not so long after Steve Jobs, and I know Steve Jobs, we're talking about iPhone. So again, now my eyes are scanning for iPhone, and he said something not so fast. After a period of rapid growth in ebooks, something closer to the medium for Chaucer's volume has made a great comeback. So some idea about iPhone and again the dream not working out maybe, or just iPhone is also enough, right? Let's say because the previews supposed to be done in a hurry. So for all of that, I'm still waiting to see if the iPhone can do what the printing press did. Okay, great. My hypothesis got confirmed. I was thinking maybe the passage is about the iPhone and the printing press, and I'm seeing it here again. Now, maybe, and again, this is a very open process. As long as you're playing the game and you're involved with the text, you can go anywhere. So now I'm jumping to the beginning of the paragraph. Also, notice as I dive into the first paragraph, the printing press does not show up for a sentence or two, and the story is slightly vague. I used a smartphone GPS to find my way through the cobblestone maze of Geneva's old town in search of a handmade machine that changed the world more than any other invention. Because I have already read iPhone and printing press, and I'm thinking handmade machine, it is going to be the printing press. So now I'm scanning and looking and reading with purpose. I find a Gutenberg printing press. This was the internet of its day, at least as influential as the iPhone, said blah blah blah. I will skip it. I want to see what is the overall idea first. Before long, average people could travel to places that used to be unknown to them. So now think, what is the idea? Maybe we are talking about the press and the advantages of the press. Medical information passed more freely and quickly. So again, advantage of the press. So great, now I've done a preview. I know the passage is about the printing press and the iPhone, and maybe just from a couple of keywords here and there, that the iPhone is not as revolutionary as the printing press. That is the kind of vibe I'm getting, or you will get as you go for details, right? So notice that I started with the last paragraph. I observed something and I wanted to check my theory, and I checked it by reading backwards. So this is definitely doable, and this kind of a process will help you break your habit, right? So the passage wasn't too challenging, so I'm straight away now jumping into a big map of the overall story. So somewhere in the first paragraph, Gutenberg printing press, this was the internet of its day. In the second paragraph, I have in the first half a lot of advantages. People could travel to places, and I want to simplify and make it as short as possible for myself, right? I don't want to hold too much information in my head. Anyway, I'm under a pressure situation. Let's say if I talk about the exam, right? Medical information passed more freely, another advantage. Printing press, okay, just the word repeating. Tyrants would no longer be able to kill a book. So I'm very clear this is advantages of the printing press. And then the story switches in the same paragraph without any big keyword. So this is where your reading, just observing, will come into picture, that okay, there has been a turn of events and now we are talking about the iPhone. So again, some features of the iPhone, but if I read carefully, I read a little bit of a negative connotations in the words used. It unleashed an army of awful trolls, because for the printing press I didn't see anything bad so far, but I'm already seeing a couple of bad things in the iPhone. Daydreaming has become a lost art. In the next paragraph, the author raises the question, can the iPhone do what the printing press did for religion and democracy? Printing press opened more minds than anything else, and these are just more and more details. If you have this snapshot after the preview, the reading part is going to be very, very easy, and the mapping as well. And the last sentence, which I already started and read, but I'm not sure if the world changed for the better with the iPhone. This is the author's final point of view, as it did with the printing press, or just merely changed. So the world did change with iPhone, but did it change for better? The author is not sure, as was the case with the printing press. So I'm done with the passage, and now I can move towards the questions, and the picture is very, very, or should be reasonably clear to me. So let's start with the questions now. The printing press has been likened to the internet for which one of the following reasons? So go to the first paragraph and the second paragraph, and in the first paragraph I saw that the printing press was compared to the internet, and then the beginning of the second paragraph basically tells me how the information became more democratic. You could get maps, you could get more accurate medical information, no books could be suppressed, etc., etc., right? So basically information is being given to the people, which is a very common feature to the internet as well. So I have that idea in mind, and with that I'm evaluating the options. It enabled rapid access to new information and the sharing of new ideas. Rapid access and sharing of ideas, great, this is definitely looking good to me, but let me evaluate other options as well. It represented new and revolutionary technology compared to the past. If it was just about being a new and revolutionary technology, I could have compared the printing press to the rocket also, or satellite technology, but I'm specifically comparing it with internet, and I'm looking for common features and the sharing of information part, which is very, very visible in option 1. Option 3, it encouraged reading among people by giving them access to thousands of books. So visit your paragraph again and you will see that yes, thousands of books must have been printed because of the Gutenberg printing press, but a single individual, or let's say a layman on the street, did not get access to thousands of books, or that is not given in the passage anywhere. So you can go back and fact check whether this kind of information, that people have thousands of books and this phenomena encouraged people to read. There are a lot of advantages, but maybe people were already reading and they just got easier access. So I do not know whether this phenomena encourage reading or not. It might have in reality, but according to the passage, I cannot say for sure. And the fact that my question is about comparison with the internet. So I will reject this option as well. Option 4, it gave people access to pamphlets and literature in several languages. Once again, it might be true, and pamphlets and literature is mentioned in the paragraph somewhere, but that is not the reason why it is being compared to the internet or called the internet of its day. The main reason being that information sharing became easy. So I hope that idea is very, very clear, though maybe this question is a little tricky. So option 1 will be my answer. Question number 2. According to the passage, the invention of the printing press did all of the following except 1. Promoted the spread of enlightened political views across countries. I did see that if you go for details, somewhere you will see that the American Revolution happened because of these pamphlets and literature. So yes, this is definitely happening in the passage. Option 2, gave people direct access to authentic medical information and religious texts. Both of these are covered in the passage. Do revisit that particular paragraph, second paragraph, first half, and you will find everything there. Shortened the time taken to produce books and pamphlets. Yes, in the very first paragraph, the last sentence, it tells me that in the beginning it used to take so many days to produce a single book, and by the end of it, the printing press was printing 3,000 or 30,000 pages a day. So you can find this information in the first paragraph. Option 4, enabled people to perform various tasks simultaneously. What complete nonsense is this? And therefore, this is my answer. So this is definitely a very, very easy question which required hardly any thought. Next question. Steve Jobs predicted which one of the following with the introduction of the iPhone? So I can go back to my passage. So I can go back to my passage and I know where Steve Jobs was mentioned. It was a small paragraph. So let me read that again. Not long after Steve Jobs introduced his iPhone, he said the bound book, that means the paper book, the books that we are used to normally, was probably headed for history's attic. Not so fast. After a period of rapid growth in ebooks, that means the bounded book or the printed book did not go out of fashion or did not go obsolete as Steve Jobs predicted, right? So now I have the information. Steve Jobs predicted which one of the following with the introduction of the iPhone. 1. People would switch from reading on the internet to reading on their iPhones. The comparison was with the bounded book, so this option is definitely not going to work for me. People would lose interest in historical and traditional classics. So again, if the comprehension is foggy, if you miss the point, this will seem appealing. But again, the comparison was simply between old printed, when I say old, that means the old fashioned, the usual printed book rather than the e-book. So again, this is not going to work for me. Option 3, reading printed books. Perfect. Reading printed books would become a thing of the past. That's what he said. Option 4, let me quickly evaluate that as well. The production of e-books would eventually fall. That's not what Steve Jobs said, though it may or may not have happened at all, but that is not what Steve Jobs said. So again, not going to be my answer. My final answer is going to be option 3. Next question. I'm still waiting to see if the phone can do what the printing press did for religion and democracy. I know where this information is. I will visit in a second. But the question is, the author uses which one of the following to indicate his uncertainty? The rise of religious groups in many parts of the world, the expansion in trolling and narcissism, the continued suppression of free speech in closed societies, or the decline in reading habits among those who use the device. Because this is an exam scenario and I want to be 100% certain, I will go back and I know my information starts somewhere here. For all of that, I'm still waiting to see if the iPhone can do what the printing press did for religion and democracy. The Geneva Museum says that the French or American Revolution without these enlightened voices in print would not have happened. The next paragraph I know is about the iPhone's comparison. Next paragraph I know is about the Steve Jobs prophecy. So I will jump to the last paragraph. The hope of the iPhone and the internet in general was that it would free people in closed societies. That means this effect on democracy, right? But the failure of the Arab Spring and the continued suppression of ideas in North Korea, China, and Iran has not borne that out. So I understand essentially that he is not very positive about the effect of iPhone because of these facts, that the Arab Spring, a revolution that happened in Egypt and Tunisia, etc., and continued suppression in North Korea, China, Iran, and now even India. So the deal is not working out for the author, right? So visit your options again. The rise of religious groups, no. The expansion in trolling and narcissism. This was also mentioned, but the context, which is everything, was different. The context was the possible advantages and disadvantages of iPhone, not its effect on democracy. Option 3, the continued suppression of free speech in closed societies. This is what I just saw. So I can actually go fast and say this is definitely going to be my answer. The decline in reading habits may or may not be true. Even if it's true, the context is not the effect on democracy, right? So different ideas all mixed together. See, I hope you were able to see the correct answer. Next question. The author attributes the French and American revolutions to the invention of the printing press. Now, this kind of a question, again, of course, you can fact check, but if the idea is clear, now you can kind of choose the best option simply by using half the idea and just half basic logic and critical thinking. So, maps enabled large numbers of Europeans to travel and settle in the American continent. Is the travel the reason for the revolution? Most likely not. The rapid spread of information exposed people to new ideas on freedom and democracy. Even if I don't fact check, this seems like a very, very right choice. It encouraged religious freedom among the people. Now, did the French and the American Revolution happen because of religious freedom? This might seem tricky because there was another advantage of the printing press where scripture could not be controlled by religious authorities, etc., and you can directly commune with God, but it is not connected to the French and American Revolution. So, just because something is mentioned in the paragraph does not make it the right answer, and this is the kind of mistake most people still make. It made available revolutionary strategies and opinions to people. Strategies or ideas about freedom and democracy, right? So I have no idea whether this is true or not. So again, not going to work for me. Or I may not have done a good enough job of, let's say, rejecting this option, because for me the idea is very, very clear, right? So do work it out for yourself. See what could be the reason for rejecting it even more clearly. Work that process by yourself. So I'm done, and my answer is option 2. I think there is one more question. As usual, I will leave it up to you. Leave your answers or troubles in the comment section. So this was definitely a easy passage. Now my content, and now what we want to do, if you're comfortable with the ideas of skilled reading, and we have been working on our vocabulary and general awareness by watching a lot of documentaries, etc., is in these kind of passages I want speed, right? And speed not by speed reading, speed by this use of logic, that once I grab the main idea, I can quickly jump to the question, minimize my time consumption by reading the question first and then targeting for that specific information, and being sure about my answers, right? Because I'm always confirming my answers specifically in that area. So if your map is ready, you will know where to look, and overall speed will come into the process. Speed will also come by just reading a lot more, reading fiction, enjoying the language, etc. Right? So this is it for this mini session. This would be my overall snapshot of the passage. The keyword here would be contrast. Two ideas are being contrasted with each other, the printing press versus the iPhone. Also, I hope you had fun knowing this, right? Because the printing press is so exciting. Because this idea of learning about the printing press is so exciting, right? It should be, at least. I hope so. So this is it for today. I will see you really soon.